So, yeah, it closed OBS. We should be back now if you refresh. If you refresh, you should be fine. Time to refresh? Refresh anybody? Would you? Surely someone has figured out they should just refresh. If you have refreshed, tell everyone else to refresh. I was down for like 10 seconds, if that. It just closed OBS as the final part of the installation. But yeah, we are good now, I think. I'm just loading FM back up. The graphics drivers have been updated. Fingers crossed FM will run nice now as well. May we have a weather report? Because you asked so nicely. It looks like a nice day out there. Nice and sunny. We did have some rain this morning, but nice and sunny now. Right. It feels more responsive to mouse clicks now, so hopefully we're fine. Web has been a great servant. 100 league games now for Webby. Nice. What's traffic like? A bit early for that. A bit early for that. Yeah, if anyone wants to clip the cut there, you might have noticed we've started doing YouTube Shorts and TikToks. Because YouTube have told me I have to. I mean, they didn't say I have to, but they've said you really, really should be trying Shorts. I'm doing one of these YouTube development program things that they do from time to time. Had my first meeting with them as part of the new program last week, and they said, you should start streaming on YouTube. No. Well, then you should be doing Shorts. I'll try them. So that was where things were left. So yeah, if you want to clip anything you think is funny or clip worthy or short worthy, Chris will then turn them into shorts and we'll put them on LOLLUJO too, as a way to either have them massively grow the channel, which is what YouTube think will happen, or a way for me to prove they don't work, which is what I think will happen. Either way, we need to have a go. So yeah, if you want to clip that, it'll go through the clips every now and again. Likewise, if you want to clip stuff on YouTube, we've got the clipping feature on YouTube as well. Just stick them on Discord. There is a room on Discord where you can drop clips in, and then Chris will just find them and use them. I would hydrate, but I've not got a drink. What, like a tiny little sippy spit of coffee left. There you go. That was it. Never really watch shorts. Do they get good views? Apparently. I've never really done them. But they told me to try them, so I'm trying them. And as part of trying it, as we're making them anyway, we're sticking them on TikTok as well. All you need is one network game. You can probably get a few clips. Yeah, well, that's where we're relying on you rascals to take the clips. And then we'll turn them into shorts. I'm thinking if we can get a short out on every day where we don't have a highlight video on LOLLUJO 2, so we have some content coming out every day, I certainly get the logic of why that would help in the algorithm to have content every day. It certainly helps with the main channel. That's why that grew as quickly as it did over the years, because it always had daily content. Right, let's hope we're not as choppy now. Now we've had the change. Brighton are in a relegation battle, very much in a relegation battle. So it would be nice to push them back into that, whilst almost mathematically guaranteeing our safety. Still not quite, but a win here puts us to 39 points, which would be a lovely number of points to be on. We just need another beefy performance. Oh, come on. Let's not concede to this shower. They're rubbish. Good work. Or maybe not. Oh, come on, Tommy. You've got to be better than that. You can't be getting beaten from there. My goodness me. That was quite upsetting. I am not on board with what I've just seen. We can't beat Manchester City, then lose to Brighton. Right, come on, let's have the equaliser now. See, City are winning comfortably after we thumped them. Now we can't beat Brighton. It makes no sense. No sense at all. Oh, that's lovely work from Merthyr there. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a lovely goal. Merthyr's done brilliantly as part of that. Couple of lovely little one-touch passes from Merthyr. This one here, lovely. Gets it back and then perfectly played across to Kadrich. Lovely. That was a football goal right there. Oh, Beefy's there again. Merthyr with the free kick. Beefy with the head. We've turned this game on its head in the final minute of the first half. This is why Brighton are getting relegated. Bunch of losers. Stunning stuff. What a turnaround. We're in the top half of the Premier League right now. I will posturize. Oh, there we go. Oh, that feels nice. I should sit like this more often. Oh, lovely. Right, substitution o'clock. Connor Weaver is shattered, so Cooper can come on for him. Veraccia is shattered, so Sparks can come on for him. And then we'll change one of the midfielders. Webby can come off for Doddy. That seems acceptable to me. Come on, boys. Don't throw this away from here. We love the top half of the table. Top half of the table is much better than the bottom half. That's my official review of the top half of the table. Come on, Sparksy! Oh, Kadrich, that's a big miss. Why is he called Beefy? Because his name's Wellington. If you have Webby and Doddy, does that make me Lolly? That would make me LOLLUJO-y. Because I'm not taking anything off of their name. I'm adding a Y on the end. When was he signed? What? Wellington? This summer. When we got promoted to the Premier League. He was one of our summer signings. Back-to-back wins. We're sticking with a 4-3-1-2. It's clearly the answer. What's my height? I'm 8 feet tall. Nearly 8 feet tall. Not far from 8 feet tall. Good old Beefy. What a season he's had. That's a signing right there. £5 million super signing. How's the leg? What, my knee still hurts. No regen face pack? Nah. It's stupid. It's stupid. And it doesn't work when you have multiple saves, which is doubly stupid. Plus, I don't mind the regen faces. Sorry, new gen faces. Almost made an idiot of myself. I don't mind the new gen faces. They've never bothered me. I'm still using the CPAP. I mean, I'll be using it for the rest of my life. Works across saves for me. It didn't for me last year when I tried it. And it was a bit weird anyway. Weird faces. It was all a little bit uncanny valley for me. So I'm happy with it just as it is out of the box. I don't need to mess around with stuff like that. Keep scouting Killian. We'll bring him in eventually. He could be the he could be one of our wingers. Not that we're going to use wingers now we've started winning again. That was a moment of weakness when I was tempted by wingers. But now we've got Wellington back up and running. We'd have to do a 4-2-3-1 because we couldn't nullify Wellington. Got to keep Wellington in as an attacking midfielder. I guess we could have Killian on one side. Where is he? Have a look at Killian. There he is. Have him on the left. And then assign someone else for the right. You can play up front as well. I think if you sign someone like him in the setup that we've got, swapping, as much as I love Merthyr, swapping Merthyr or Webb for him does give you the option to either play him up front in our normal system or play him out wide if we have to change things up. So it is something to ponder. You can't just add him into the squad that we've got now because he wouldn't get enough game time. How many seasons in am I? 14, 15? I've got a Cerner Jackie come up winning has become a must. Not at the expense of Wellington or Cadrich, I don't think they do. See, I wouldn't want to sacrifice him just to be able to play wingers. So I think he's done very well for a first season in the Premier League. Right, come on, let's win 3 on the bounce. A draw here gets us to the magical 40 points with 8 games to spare. A win here, and we're going to qualify for Europe, I've decided. We win here, Europa League, here we come. I've never, ever won the Europa Conference League. I'd quite like to qualify for it, just so I can win it. Because it'd be quite fun playing against a load of postmen and part-timers, but coming out with a European trophy at the end of it. Well, that's a crunching tackle for in the penalty area. Goodness me. Chill out a little. Oh, he's at it again. Please calm down. Oh, my word. How have they not scored there? Wow. Well, we've survived that. Now we can go and score a goal. 6'8" Cadrich at the far post, and Merthyr's there to follow up. Beautiful stuff. You can never underestimate the joys of having a 6'8" striker. This is the argument for wingers. Even more people slinging the ball at his head so he can dominate aerially. Tommy! Dolman is everywhere today. He's either going to have a man of the match, career-defining performance, or he's going to get sent off. Because he is just flying in blocks left, right, and centre, slide tackles. He's just chucking himself at everything. I'm a little bit alarmed that he might be getting sent off. Oh, they're in behind us here again. Oh, the amount of space we're giving them. Dolman's there with a block again, though. He's playing like a man possessed. This is what I don't get about the in-game match ratings, because how is he on a 6.8? We've seen him fling himself around that penalty area and block anything that comes anywhere near it, and he's only on a 6.8. What else is he supposed to do as a centre-back? What does he have to do to get a better rating? I don't think I've got Kadrich back defending. I haven't. We need to fix that because we've changed the tactic. Kadrich isn't defending the corners anymore, which seems a little bit of an oversight when he's 6'8". I don't know if I've mentioned it. He's 6'8". We probably need to just very quickly swap them two over and get him just blocking that near post. Like that. Just heading everything away. Even if they're aiming for the far post, he can head it away from the near post because he's so tall. Just block everything. They've got Seeker, who we had at Osh and Norwich, maybe, on Earth 1. He never ended up good enough to play regularly in the Premier League for us. Can you buy an Iranian player? I mean, there's nothing to stop me buying an Iranian player. He'd need to be good enough for me to sign. He'd need to come up on my scout reports. I'm not going to go out looking for an Iranian player. That would be weird. We're up to 9th place as things stand. Beautiful. Arsenal have been all over us. I don't know how it's still 1-0. Dolman's there again. What a man. Oh, and the counter-attack is on. Come on, boys. Do another football. Get it to Kadrich. Oh, Webby! Come on! Hey! Webby as the Mazzala seems to be working really rather nicely. I don't know how we're winning this game. Never mind 2-0. Beautiful. Might be time to stand up for the second half. Celebrate. Oh. Oh, please. Okay. Super duper. I was going to show you Ivan Toney's boot when I stood up, wasn't I? Oh, my laptop's on the floor. Pulling out my backpack. Hold on. How's that down there? There you go. Someone wanted to see my signed Ivan Toney boot. There it is. Signed Ivan Toney boot. Right. Wellington is shattered. As is Webby. Quite a lot of tired legs, in fact. C. Curran, thank you very much for 6 months. Yes, this is the first season in the Premier League. And we are doing spectacularly well. I'm just clearly a very talented football manager. Gonna get a case for that. What, for the boot? I need something for it, don't I? Rather than just keeping it in the bag. I've never really owned football memorabilia before. I assume you can get like a Perspex case thing for it. It's got the certificate of authenticity in the back as well, so I need to kind of get that. Keep it with it. I'll come up with a plan for it. If anyone's got a recommendation for a good display case for a football boot, whack me a link over on Twitter and I'll have a look. No, for the display of the boot, Castro has this magnetic levitating boot display thing that's displayed on his stream. I imagine Castro's got a few more quid to invest in such a thing than I have. I'm not against looking into it, but I imagine he can probably spend a few more quid on displaying football boots than I can. I'm a little bit worried it's a new collection I've started now. At the moment, I can justify it. I got it because he used to play for Posh. It's when I go and get someone else's boot that has no real connection to me that I officially become that guy who collects signed football boots. That would be a bad thing for me to be. I don't have the room for these kind of things. You can get a glass box for them that angle the boots up in the base. Okay. Have you got a link? Send me a link over on Twitter and I'll have a look, because I would like to get it properly displayed. Display cases on Amazon. Awesome. We have a look. I'm opening Chrome up again. This is a mistake. This isn't going well at all, is it? My mouse is football boot display case. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these all look fine. Some of them are quite expensive. I didn't pay £350 for the boot. This is a bit more like it. I mean, who is going to pay that? This looks fine. Inscription plaque can be purchased separately. Oh, that's even cooler. How much is an inscription plaque? Oh, very cool. Okay. So I'll get one of those and an inscription plaque for my Ivan Toney boot. Magic. Don't know where I'm going to put it in the display behind me. My shelves are full. I need to move some. What I need to do, those bottom two shelves that you can basically only see Pokemon stuff on now, they're all comic books. The bottom three shelves, in fact, are all comic books. So I could get all them in the storage unit with the rest of my comics. Because they don't need to be in the display. They can just go in my storage unit. The £300 is for John Terry's boot. Why do I want John Terry's boot? And then maybe move the wrestlers down and then have a miscellaneous cool stuff shelf that sits in the display there. That shelf could have the boot on. I'd probably have to get some more football memorabilia, won't I? Oh no. Oh no. Get a football or something back there. Show everyone that I am a football YouTube man. Yes, this is the first season in the Premier League. We're safe now, by the way. 42 points with 8 games to go. We ain't getting relegated. We're 9 points away from 6th place. 7 points. I mean, I don't know if the Carabao Cup, I guess Man United won the Carabao Cup, so that would suggest 7th place will be European qualification. I mean, we shouldn't be looking, really, but now we're safe. If we can get up to 7th, we could qualify for the Conference League. That would be awesome. Second season is always the hardest because you don't get teams playing their reserves against you anymore like you do in the first season. So the second season is difficult. It'll be even more difficult if we qualify for Europe. So it's probably for the best if we don't qualify for Europe. It's just making that second season even harder for us. But if the opportunity's there, I've got to go for it. I want to win the Europa League, the Conference League even. It's my 800th game managing Leamington. Beautiful. What a handsome man. Oh, and it's the local derby as well against Aston Villa. We don't really need this game against Coventry Alvis now. We've sorted ourselves out. They just needed the motivator of knowing they had a Coventry game coming up. Do I usually put my stream content like this on my YouTube channel? Yeah, LOLLUJO 2, my second, or weirdly, LOLLUJO 2 is my third channel. But yeah, LOLLUJO 2 has all the stream replays. It has edited highlights of the streams as well. So you can watch the entirety of this save over on YouTube in 20-minute edited chunks to see the entire story. Or you can go back and watch all of the stream replays. I probably wouldn't recommend doing that if you were new. That's a lot. That's weeks of your life it would take to do that. But the edited highlights, highly recommended. Apparently Larios and Nawar don't play well together. Who cares? They're going to play well together today. There you go. Someone's put the link to LOLLUJO 2. 5 interviews say 2 candidates no-showed. Wow. Come on, we've got to beat this lot. It's only Villa, who've got a very old Fikayo Tomori playing at right back for them in 2036. I feel like that's an old man we could exploit. We probably need to sort the set pieces out again. We need to do it between matches, don't we? Why no DM? Because it wasn't working. We lost 8 games in a row, got the whole refuse to change the tactics thing, tried a 4-1-3-2, so we dropped the attacking midfielder back into a 3, and that didn't really work either. So we pushed the attacking midfielder back forward and tried playing the DM in the 3 rather than behind, and we've won every game since. So this system seems to suit what we're doing. Nawar's playing as a ball-winning midfielder on defend in the middle of the 3, so he's still kind of dropping back into those positions, but not quite as deep as he was before. Previously, he was dropping back almost into a back 3 sometimes, dropping really deep, whereas now he's actually contributing to the midfield as well, which is super duper. Did I watch Double or Nothing? I did. Very much enjoyed it. Beefy, come on, Beefy. Oh, Beefy's trying to be fancy. Oh. I've got this I could put on my miscellaneous shelf as well. My little, my golden Charizard. That could probably go with my Ivan Toney football boot. We might be doing a bit of a reorganisation. I'm going to be having some time off over the next few days before we go to Centre Park, so I might sort my office out. Trip to the storage unit. That was celebrating Cadridge's goal. I'm not that keen to go to the storage unit, but a trip to the storage unit and get some of my stuff on display behind me a little bit better. I've also got this that just arrived that I haven't got a space for. My Brodie Lee, in memory of Brodie Lee, -1 set. I'd quite like to get that on display somewhere too. So there are a few things I need to get into the display. Come on, boys, let's have a third. Verratti is up completely on his own. He's done quite well to hold the ball up there. Beefy's got all the time in the world. Very close. Very close indeed. Who's better, Cardiff or Swansea? Never been to either. You asked that last week as well, so get a new question. Because I can't believe there's anyone else in the world who would ask that question. I think you're the same person who asked it last week. It's boring. Get a new bit. We're playing like a different team again. Kadrich is something else. We're going to struggle to keep hold of this guy. Stevenage or Luton. I mean, it's difficult because with Luton, you've obviously got the airport, so you can get out quick that way. But Stevenage is right on the A1. So again, it's really easy to leave. So I think the fact you've got the M1 for Luton as well, combine that with the motorway, Luton just about pips it, but they are both really easy to leave. So fair play to them. Right. Followed 5 minutes ago. I don't believe you. What's my favourite pot noodle? Depends if I'm feeling extravagant or not. On a normal day, I like a chicken and mushroom. But if I don't want to appear basic, I'll have a Bombay Bad Boy. Isle of Wight or Isle of Man. I've only been to the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Man seems fine. But the Isle of Wight's ace, so we'll go Isle of Wight. Come on, Webby. We want 4. We're not going to get 4. Doesn't matter. 3's plenty. Isle of Wight fact. Did you know? Smallest county in the UK half the time. Which is one of my favourite facts. So that's another reason why the Isle of Wight is great. It's the smallest county in the UK half the time. Because the other half of the time, Rutland is the smallest county in the UK. And it depends on whether the tide is in or out on the Isle of Wight. It's a beautiful fact. I love it. I love every part of that fact. I swear I only used to watch you on YouTube until now. Well, I'll let you off then. Someone else asked the same question last week. And I didn't know then either. Counties barely even exist. I mean, that's not true. Yes, this is the first season in the Premier League. United States or United Arab Emirates. I've never been to either, so I can't really have a vote. Questions with Kev. Asda or Tesco? I mean, I'm just purely out of habit. I'm more of a Tesco man. I never know my way around Asda, but Asda does stock a better selection of barbecue sauce. So if I want Red's True barbecue sauce, I have to go to Asda. So that almost sways it, but I just, by habit, because for years Tesco was around the corner and Asda was 10 miles away, I've always been Tesco. Now, neither of them are particularly close. Aldi or Lidl? Lidl's got the better bakery, but Aldi does good sushi. So sushi does make me bleep myself. So as much as I like the taste of it, probably Lidl because of the bakery. Ivan Toney or Craig McCall-Smith? My heart says McCall-Smith, my head says Toney. Toney was obviously the better player of the two, but there are a few men in this world I love more than Craig McCall-Smith. Traffic lights or roundabouts? Well, I'm colourblind, so I am opposed to traffic lights because of the discrimination of them. And I had to memorise the order that they were in rather than look at the colours. So on that basis, because of the discriminatory nature of traffic lights, I've got to say roundabouts. Chicken skin or pork scratchings? I don't think I'd want to eat chicken skin on its own. I'd want it either on the chicken or wrapped around chips. Whereas pork scratchings are next level snacks. Both of these things are going to kill you, so don't eat too much of them, but pork scratchings are better. Black bin day or green bin day. See, I don't have, our bins around here are weird. We have, what colour are our bins? We've got a black bin for rubbish, grey bin for recycling. No, no. Black bin for rubbish, blue bin for recycling, I think. Hold on. Yeah, blue bin for recycling, grey bin for garden stuff. It makes no sense around here. Absolute nonsense. Bergkamp or Henri? That's like asking which do I prefer, apple pie or custard. They're perfect together, and neither of them are as good without the other. So you can't separate them. They are a combo. You don't have to choose. That's the great thing about them. You get them as a twofer. We have 2 recycling bins. I also have 2 recycling bins. Cambridge or Northampton. Cambridge, probably. Northampton are the more traditional enemies of Peterborough United, and Cambridge has a Tesla shop in the shopping centre, which I just think is one of the more extra things I've ever seen. And you can buy Tesla key rings in there. So Northampton, I wouldn't even want to go in the shopping centre, whereas Cambridge is proper fancy. So Cambridge. Fly like Superman or turn invisible? Fly, please. Don't even have a reason for that. Being invisible is not much of a superpower, is it? I don't think you're going to save the world with being invisible. Flying would be cool. Grimsby or Scunthorpe? Well, Grimsby's got the seaside, hasn't it? Whereas Scunthorpe's more inland. So, but the fun thing about Scunthorpe is, depending on what part of the internet you're on, it might be picked up by spell check by auto mods, because it's got a naughty word in it. So that's always quite fun. Any word that has a naughty word inside it is a fun word to say. So Scunthorpe does get points for that. But Grimsby, I respect the fact that at Grimsby they always have haddock rather than cod. So Grimsby takes it because it's I like haddock. Bretton or Welland? I mean, we've got a fellow Peterborough in here, haven't we? Bretton's got the cresset, so we'll go Bretton. Herd or Depp? No, I don't care. Honestly, don't care. We've gone too far down the housewife route here. Is this my afternoon now? Just picking one or the other. Hydrate and posture. I don't have anything to hydrate with, but there's the posture. We'll do 3 more of these because this is getting silly. Southampton or Brighton? See, they're both quite frustrating because Brighton, they're both by the sea, but one of them's just docks and the other one's a pebbly beach, which are equally disappointing when you're going for a day at the seaside. I am a hipster at heart, so I like wandering around the lanes in Brighton. I'm trying to think of anything positive to say about Southampton. You can get a hovercraft to the Isle of Wight from there. Brighton wins. Southampton is just a nothing place, isn't it, really? Pie or pasty? Oh, my word. These are getting tough. Probably pie because of the variety of different fillings you can have in them. I mean, I don't see why. Who decided that you can't have a steak and kidney pasty? Why do we only get the variety in pies? Whereas pasty, it's just, well, pasty, you get like meat and onions and stuff and turnip and stuff in it. Who decided? Pies. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles, but Anna will be furious because she's very much team pancake. But I just like the fact that in a waffle, the syrup or whatever you have on it just sits in the little crevices and you get a little pool of sweet explosion. Whereas pancakes are fine. They're not waffles though, are they? Plus, I can make pancakes whenever I want. I can make pancakes at home. I don't own a waffle iron. What do you think I am? Mr. Fancy? So waffles are more of a treat because I have to go out to get waffles. I think that was it. I think they were the 3. Wonder Kid lists. I suppose we need to be scouting the Wonder Kid lists now, don't we? Now we're a fancy Premier League team. So let's get all of these scouted. Please, Sports Interactive, if any of you are watching, and I know at least one of you is, because there's always one. There's always a spy in. Can we just have a scout all button on this screen? I know it's not intended to be a shopping list. It's supposed to be just a nice thing. Oh, let's see where my players are. I promise you, every single person who's ever played football... We've got someone on this list, by the way. I promise you, every single person who's played FM22, if they are of a level where signing these players is realistic, they are scouting every single one every time this list comes in. So you're just wasting our time by not giving us a scout all button. So just let us scout all. Like when you have the trial day and you have the scout all button. We can't offer them all a trial. That's fair enough. But you can just scout them all in one go. And that's what we need to be able to do here, because this is silly. Not even halfway through. Ugh, I was about to go and get a bottle of water as well. This is actively costing me hydration now, having to do this. But you can't miss one. Just to Peterborough have got one. Goodness me. How have Posh got someone on the Wonder Kid list? What will he must be there on loan. What will they think of next? Who do we have guesses for who our guy is? It's Dolman, surely, isn't it? Or Cadrich, maybe? Cadrich is probably too old. It's got to be Dolman. We haven't found whoever it is yet. I think it must be Dolman. He's only just making it into the top 50, whoever it is, though, because he's not appeared yet. Oh, I've spoiled it. It's the striker that's on loan at Galatasaray that we haven't seen play yet. Okay. Simonovic. We'll look at him in a second. We probably need to get used to saying his name if he's on the Wonder Kid list. So, has he actually played for them yet? He's played one game, and that was enough to get him on the Wonder Kid list. Who was the guy at Peterborough? He must be there on loan. Where was he? There he is. Yeah, on loan from Keverton. That makes more sense. Okay, I'll allow it. Looks like our young striker's going to be good. Right, I'm just going to grab a bottle of water. 1 second. Ow! 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 There's too many boxes on the floor. Oh. Too much stuff in this office. I need to tidy up. Right, where were we? Cadrich has won Premier League Player of the Month. I think that's the second time he's won that. Oh, here we go. Bless him, Dundee United. Calm down, Dundee United. Oh, hello, you're top of the Premiership. What is going on here? They actually won it 2 years ago. What's going on in Scotland? So we had a long period of Rangers dominance. And then Celtic thought they were finally breaking the Rangers dominance, and Dundee United turned up. Interesting. They're still not going to be able to afford Cadrich. But it's nice of them to think they're involved. So Dolman won young Player of the Month, which is nice. Is he classed as a Wonder Kid yet? Of course he is. Beautiful. He is going to make us an absolute fortune one day. Oh, and I won a clean sweep. Hooray! I did tidy the office last week, but since then, we've had launch of new Pokemon. We've had new wrestling figures turn up. So there's Pokemon packs everywhere. There's wrestling figure boxes everywhere. I've had loads more deliveries. I've got all the stuff I bought at Comic-Con. It's just stuff. Stuff. Right, well, now we play Leeds. This is going to be like 5 wins in a row if we beat them. Our form has been very odd this season. Yes, we'd like to keep Devon Creel at the club, please. Or do we want to sign him permanently while we still can? You know what? He's 22. We're going to be signing him on a free transfer in a few years. We'll just keep loaning him until then. There's no point spending the money on him when they'll just keep loaning him to us. If he was 19, it would be a bit different. Right. Time to sit back down, I think. Hello. We're back down at the right level. Right. Give everyone a pat on the head. How are we doing for time? 3 o'clock. How many games have we got left? So this was that supposedly 5-star youth intake that we were promised yesterday. Gruffid Maguna. That is the best name I've ever seen. Oh my word, what a name. I love him. It on Twitter. What a name. So Gruffid Maguna. But this guy, oh, what kind of wang do you have to be to have your official name as Kev? You're called Kevin Hatton. I'm tempted to not sign him just because, I mean, that makes me furious. Hold on. I'm not having it. Some 15-year-old blooming Herbert telling me, oh, I want my name officially recording as Kev. Well, you're not going to, are you? You spoon. You're Kevin and you'll like it. Goodness me. We've got Leeds and then Wolves, both in the bottom 3. We are getting a nice run of games here. We could genuinely qualify for Europe. We might have to tone it down a little bit and make sure we don't. Although I guess if we do, we'll be able to attract better players. Because everyone wants to play in the Conference League, don't they? Right, Devon Creel's back for another season. Which is handy. I actually think by the time we're done loaning him, he probably won't be good enough to play for us anymore. So this might be the perfect way to do it. Just checking it was an optional fee. Yes. Didn't want to tie myself into a 32 million mandatory fee. All right. Swap you two around. Apparently these two struggle to play together. Which, I mean, it's only going to end badly for Creel because Dolman is going to be a long-term superstar for us at the back. Even though he's only 5'11". We've got so much height in the rest of the team, it doesn't even matter. I don't think I've sorted the set pieces again, have I? Oh, well, we'll beat these lot without set pieces. Remind me after this match to sort the set pieces out. Oh, Weaver's a very good defender. He's just a complete right-sided player. Come on, chaps. Look at this beautiful football. Kadrich, get in the box. There's a cross coming. Fair enough. Let Webby have it. Seems like you could have gotten the end of it yourself, though, Kadrich. Come on, gentlemen. We should be winning by now. We're nearly 3 minutes into this match. In a packed theodrome. We need to check on him at the end of the season to see if we can bring him back to be a coach yet. Probably not ready to full retire at 30. He's just happy with his semi-retirement in America. We've got to make sure we don't let him leave the game properly. We need to bring him back as a coach. He's too much a part of the furniture here. Oh, that's it, Tommy. Come on, boys. Webby is really establishing himself in this midfield 3 now. We might need to sign Killian as a striker after all if Webby's a midfielder now. Is there any way of naming a stadium after a club legend? Yes. You have to do it by getting into the back-end hacky bits of the game. I've got a video about it on my channel. Come on, Webby. Wooster has looked a bit better in recent games. I still don't think he's the long-term answer for us. But he's not looked as much of a liability lately. Kadrich is just getting better all the time. Kadrich, Wellington, Webby, Dolman, Naor, Weaver. These are the players that we're building this team around for the next 5 years. What a beautiful bunch of boys. Jake Weaver bar. Right, come on, boys. Let's have another one. Pronounced Griffith. What's pronounced Griffith? Maguna. What was his first name? Gruffid. So it's Griffith Maguna, is it? I mean, you know full well he's Gruffid. Creel trying to grab himself a goal. What's my go-to nation when scouting for young players? I don't really go to a specific nation. I just see what my scouts find for me. Are we filling the stadium? Yes. I don't think there's ever been a football match played in this stadium that wasn't a sellout. So hopefully, once we get the money in this summer, we'll be able to expand it a bit. At the very least, we should be able to fill in these corners, you would think. Come along then. That'll do. Leeds are as good as relegated if they lose here. That is a big gap for them to make up. And we're only 6 points behind Arsenal. And it's not even Arsenal we're chasing, it's Newcastle. We're 2 points behind 7th place. Woo! Conference League, here we come. No, it didn't give us the option to expand last summer. We only moved into it this summer, just gone. This is our first season in this stadium. So they wouldn't let us expand it last summer. And now we've not got money in the bank. We're waiting for the end of season pile of cash to arrive. But once that's in, we'll ask to expand it. Am I weird for arranging my bench by position? No. You got too much time on your hands. It's not weird. I don't think it would be great content for me to sit here rearranging the bench for every match. Right, what I am going to do is these set pieces. Now I've actually remembered. Oh, have I already done them? Yeah, it's just the defensive ones I need to do. We just need to put him there and him there. Just to have Kadrich defending at corners. Wolves away next, who are rock bottom of the league. Come on, we've got this. Staff meeting nonsense. Come on, football. How many games have we got left? 6. Okay. Campaign for Rayner to win Player of the Year. Nonsense. It should definitely be Wellington. But if Wellington wins Premier League Player of the Year, his first year in England playing for Leamington, he's got to go down as one of history's greatest heroes. Oh, we're going to give Gruffid Maguna a contract here. There you go. With a name like that, you're guaranteed a job for life. Well, is it a big difference between FM21 and FM22? It's enough of a difference to justify the upgrade, like it is every year. Trivia question: which Premier League team was founded the earliest? Probably Forest now, I imagine. I feel like it's something you found out like 2 days ago because it's just changed. I like a nice auto pick squad number. Wolves won 4-2 against Tottenham. Perhaps they've got a new manager. Last year's founded the earliest. Burnley? Wolves. There we go. I've got to spend next week locked in a cabin with a Forest fan. It's going to be unbearable. Short stay is a Forest fan, and he's coming away with us to Centre Parks. Anna's brother. Don't know if I'm going to be able to cope with him being giddy all week. Might just have to ban football talk. Right, come on then. Let's continue pushing on towards the Conference League, the one that everybody wants, the big one, as they call it. They're 10 points adrift at the moment with 5 games to go. So they're not actually relegated yet. What is football? A real life reenactment of Football Manager. How much longer am I streaming for? We'll be stopping just before 4 o'clock. So everyone can go and watch Tor at 4. Come on, chaps. Let's have a football goal. Oh, dear. This is why they're going to get relegated. That's some questionable defending there. Bless them. They're not very good, are they? I'm not streaming tomorrow, so this is going to be the last Leamington stream for like a week and a half. So I'm hoping we can get the season finished this afternoon. And then we'll come back with a bang after my holiday for transfers. You know I love banging transfers, after all. Everybody, Chris is here. You got to behave now. We should probably warn him that this stream is in 2 parts. When it comes to the edit, 2 parts. As in, the edit is 1 part, the stream was 2 parts. Makes sense to me. We had issues that we had to resolve. Come on, boys, let's make it 2. Oh, I see. We are in 7th place at the moment, boys and girls. As it currently stands, we are in a Europa Conference League thing. What everyone wants. Conference League. Conference League. Conference League. This is like 6 or 7 wins in a row now. After that miserable longest ever run without a win we'd had, we've won many, many consecutive football matches. Yeah, there's a YouTube short ready for you off this one. I think a few people have probably clipped it. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us being fancy. We just keep winning football matches, which we do all the time now. I mean, our run-in is Leicester, Watford, Portsmouth, Southampton, Blackburn. There's no reason why we couldn't end the season on like a 12-game winning run. And in Europe. Astounded Panda, thank you for 4 months. How's Brewerton getting on? His value's dropped massively. That's a bit alarming. He's not 5-star potential anymore. I think Brewerton is done. That is not good enough. The fact he's 22 and still not played for Wales suggests he's not good enough. The Brewerton story is finished. We can get rid of him in the summer. Gruffid Magunas, the new exciting up-and-comer. Galatasaray really could play him and do us a favour. Very upsetting. Ah, Big Kev, the reserve goalkeeper. Have a contract, why don't you? You said send him to Bristol City. What did you expect? I expected him to play week in, week out and get a lot of time to practice defending and show that he was good at it. But apparently he's been dragged down to their level. Oh, of course, they've got Batten in their team, who we sold in January for mega monies, despite him never really playing for us. It's not Big Kev, that's young Kev. I mean, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. Hang on, what's gone on here? It's more like it. The assistant manager was having a silly 5 minutes when he was arranging that. Yeah, Batten we signed for free in the summer and sold for 16 million in January without really using him. He came off the bench about 5 times and we sold him to Leicester for 16 million. Nice little money spinner. Do, 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 do. The dotted line's gone what between Creel and Dolman. Good. After 7 consecutive wins, it should. There should be no dotted lines in this team. Ooh, Cadrich. Very nearly doing another Cadrich. So Batten is actually playing left back for them today. So Weaver's going to ruin his day. Look at Ed Webb, the reinvented midfield superstar. He'll never play up front for us again. Simonovic is going to be the backup striker next year with Sandro. Ed Webb is now officially on the roster as a midfield player. His conversion is complete. Beautiful stuff. Oh, look, it's gone green now we're in it. Should we chase Arsenal for the Europa League? Come on, chaps, let's have another one. Give it to Weaver. I just want to see him ruining Batten all afternoon. That will make me happy. There's Batten, look. Mr. Grumpy. Oh, he's got an assist there, hasn't he? Oh, no, he hasn't. Excellent. That's all right, then. We need the corners filling in on this tiny, tiny ground, please. There he is. Boo. Oh, we're raucous boos every time he gets near the ball. Boo. Didn't buy into the project. Didn't want to be here. Didn't want to bide his time and get into the team when we were ready to pick him. Got a grumpy on that he wasn't first choice straight away. Boo. That's it. Boo him. Boo him good. Oh, that's just silly. Watch Batten step up and take it and score. Ooh. Come on, Tommy. Tommy Wooster! What a man. I thought we'd given away another penalty there. Now I was just a crunching crunch monster. But look at this breakaway. Look at us go. Counter-attack. Oh. Right, we'll have a goal here, please. Historically, who would have the better team if there was a team of Kevin's, a team of Ben's, a team of Jack's, a team of Tom's? Me, obviously. Right, well, we'll score from this corner then. Surely we're going to score from a corner at some point. We've got a big boy. There's a big boy. There he is. Does that count as scoring from a corner? Stop fingering yourself, you pervert. That's a goal. Shh. Shh. Hey! Beautiful. Nawar's basically our Patrick Vieira. He's just a hard tackling maniac who's just constantly running up and down the pitch doing all the midfielding and lets all the other midfielders be fancy. I appreciate him. He's got a 7.2 despite giving away a penalty. That's how well he's playing. There he is again, look. Shoot! Vieira / Robbie Savage. I won't have Robbie Savage put in the same sentence as Vieira or Tituan Nawar. Let's get Godwin on in there as well. Get a bit more crunch into the crunch area. Nawar definitely seems to be enjoying playing central midfield rather than in behind. He gets involved much more going forward. Who's Robbie Savage? Terrible footballer with terrible hair who has terrible opinions. Look at that. Turn baton inside out again. Beautiful. Can't cope with us. Look at Godwin being fancy. Little turn and spraying the ball out onto the flanks. Tommy. Out of the three, only the last one was true. If you actually think Robbie Savage was a good footballer with good hair, you terrify me. My word. Oh, we allowed all-time Kevins, so we're allowed Kevin Keegan in there. Very nice. I don't know that Kevin Campbell gets in that team. Looking at some of the other attacking Kevins. I think Kevin Campbell's going to be on the bench. Right. 4 games to go. We are still in occupationness of the 7th place position. I don't know if we've got time to play 4 more games before 4 o'clock. This might be a 10-day cliffhanger here. Right, Watford are 12th. That's another team we should be capable of beating to extend this ridiculous winning run. Kevin Spacey. Yeah, I don't think he'd get into my team of Kevins. We have an official no perverts rule. There's your confirmation. The Europa Conference League place is going to the league, which I thought we already knew. So we are now battling for that 7th place officially. Leamington be my first Conference League win. I like the fact you're assuming I'm going to win the Conference League when we've not even qualified for it yet. I've never won it. I don't think I've ever played in it. We've got Watford, then Portsmouth. We've got some nice games on this run. It's ours to lose at this point, that Conference League spot. No, I've won the World Club Cup under its former guise. I don't think I've won the summer version of it. But I've won the old version of it. Swappy, swappy. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. There we go. I'm not turning highlights off. I enjoy the highlights too much. We might well get through. 4 more games. There's one of my old boys, a Campos, in goal for them. Off Peterborough. As long as we just really rattle through game, don't mess about with anything else, I think we've got a chance. Oh, Merthyr, lovely. Oh, see, if you turn the highlights off, you miss stuff like that. Referee, don't ruin that for us. That was beautiful. He's not ruining anything for us because it was beautiful. Oh, that's why you like a pacey forward. Ooh, beautiful. We could rob this Europa League spot off of Arsenal yet. Come on. Cadrich and Merthyr are something else. What a partnership. Beautiful. Well, I think this is our new formation. I don't think we're going back to the diamond. Naor's too good in this role. Come on, Webby. Him in midfield's been brilliant as well. Look how wide Cadrich is. We'll still get on the end of this cross. Doesn't need to. Ed Webb. Midfield extraordinaire. What a goal. That's a £13 million goal right there. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, wowzers. Let's look at this one from t'other angle. Bang. Ed Webb. 3-0 now. We're sorting our goal difference out now. Ed Webb playing like prime Gerrard. I'd say playing more like a Lampard in that he's effective and will win stuff. Don't forget Beefy. Is Webb still the record signing? Yeah, I think so. I don't think we signed anyone else last summer for more than that. Well, that's been quite the first half. Is Champions League still mathematically possible? Not after this game, I don't think. After this game, there'll be 3 games left and we're 10 points behind. This is madness. 25-30 million spent. You're 7th in the Premier League. I mean, Chris, I'm just very good at this video game. I'm something of an expert at it. And that's playing with a nostalgia acting goal. When we've got a proper Premier League goalkeeper next year, we're going to be unstoppable. Yeah, the next episode or the next stream in this series will be a week on Monday. Because I'm away for the rest of this week and next week. Look at us go. How far behind the Premier League top scorer is Merthyr? Because with Simonovic joining us next season, if someone wants to offer us stupid money for Merthyr as a Golden Boot winner, I would probably take it. Right, Wellington's tired. He can come off. In fact, you know what? This feels like a day for Kleber to come on. Give him a little bit of a Premier League run out. As we're so far ahead. And get Sandro on for a bit as well. The Brazilian boys. Oh, look, Kleber's taken a corner. Lovely. Right, how are West Ham doing and how did Arsenal do? They're both winning. It's almost as if once you get towards the top of the league, teams win most of their matches. So it's harder to make up points differences on them. It's a little unfortunate. Right. Come on, straight into the next game, please, Football Manager. No messing about. No big injuries. No big transfer nonsense. No being slow. Just straight into the next game, please. We want to get this season finished today. Portsmouth away. We did get new owners. It was the most uneventful new owners I've ever seen in Football Manager. We just got a message one day saying, oh, by the way, this is your new chairman. And nothing changed. There was no transfer embargo. There was no change in the finances. I don't think I even had a meeting with him. It was just, by the way, this is your new boss. And then he just went away again. Oh, Sparksy, come on. Just accept what you're given. That's the spirit. Who have we got? So Portsmouth, Southampton, then Blackburn. Easy peasy. Oh, we're not winning all of the awards this month. Dolman getting Young Player of the Month, the second month in a row. Handsome Kev getting Manager of the Month for the second month in a row. What a team. I should be getting Manager of the Year here. We qualify for Europe and I don't get Manager of the Year. That's a disgrace. And I will be suing somebody. Cumming is going. Cumming's retiring. No more coming for us. I don't know why my assistant manager insists on trying to play them the other way round. It wouldn't work the other way round. Missed most of the stream. When did we change the system? Earlier in the stream. We went 8 games without a win, and it was very sad. So we changed things, and we've won every single match since we changed things. So this system seems quite effective. Oh, we play nice football. How many wins in a row is it? 10, maybe, at this point. I've lost count. A lot. We've gone from still wondering whether we might be getting relegated to hopefully qualifying for Europe. Just winning every match. Weaver's just so composed. I love Weaver. Look at the space we get with this extra man in midfield. Oh, Webby's at it again. He can kick a football really hard. I love that we found a way to fit Webby into the team. It's lovely to have him involved again. West Ham are losing. West Ham are drawing now by the looks of it. We'll win this game. We'll find a breakthrough in the second half. Still no sign of Devon Creel since he signed for us. Hopefully one day he'll appear again in the chat. Probably after we sell him. And we'll have to tell him that he was a hero for us for several seasons and he saw none of it. We've got a penalty here. Kadrich has been clobbered. Come on. Merthyr to put us 1-0 up. to extend his goal tally for the season. Boom. 18 for the season now for Merthyr. Of course, it could be any number because we know that number's largely just made up nonsense. But 18 is a nice number for your made up nonsense to be. And this puts a bit of daylight between us and West Ham as well. They still have a much better goal difference than us. So we still can't afford to drop points. But we are starting to look pretty good. Thought the ref was one of our players there. Stupid colour blindness. Come on, Doddy! Oh, look at Kadrich go. Look at him go. Come on, Doddy! Come on, then! Oh, we just can't stop winning. Beautiful. Bang. That's a football goal. At 6'8", you shouldn't be able to hit a free kick like that. You should be there purely for heading the football. None of this other fancy stuff that he does. I don't think we're catching Arsenal with 2 games to go. It's a 5-point gap, but we have 3 points over West Ham. We can win 10-0 in our next game. We're pretty much guaranteed. We need a win with West Ham dropping points, and we can have it secured. We might just have to play right up until the 4 o'clock time dingle dongles, so we can get both matches in. I'll have to say my goodbyes during the last match of the season. So we've got to see how this plays out. Do I have attribute masking on? Always on. Playing with attribute masking off is too easy. Not that you look at them anyway. Exactly. All right, come on. Straight into the next match. No time for messing around. We've got 2 more matches to play and 17 minutes of stream time left. A maximum of 17 minutes of stream time. Yeah, this is the first season in the Premier League. And we're trying to qualify for the Conference League. The big one. The tournament everybody wants to win. Devon Creel's out for the rest of the season. That's not ideal. We have got Fabio Guzman knocking around, who's barely had a look in for ages. All of the players are retiring all of a sudden. We've just had Tomori, Mbappe, Lamptey, Kukurea all announce their retirement on the same day, basically. The big 4 of this universe, they're known as, I think. It's going to make the Premier League interesting next year. City might want to sign Merthyr to replace Mbappe. Right, come on, straight into it. Do I look Spanish to you? Ding, 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 ding. Guzman's back in the team. Oh, it's been a while. Is there a world in which I stay on for 5 minutes if we need it? We won't need it. We'll be fast. Come on, let's just keep winning now. We want to end the season with all of the wins. Chris using that excuse that we don't allow other people to use. Oh, my daughter got on my keyboard. We've banned people for less than that. My cat sat on my mouse. What a pass from Kadrich! My word, what a strike partnership this is! What a pass, what a finish! This man's 6'8" and plays like Dennis Bergkamp. I just don't understand him. He makes no sense. Look at that pass. Ho, 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 ho. Wow. How are West Ham doing? He just sprays the ball around. And then he has the aerial dominance to add to the game as well. If he was 5'8", he'd still be an incredible player because of his passing. When you add in the aerial dominance as well. Oh, I love this team. We're going on a European adventure, boys and girls. Good old Beefy. Do I ever tweak training? Don't even look at training. Training is for tracksuit merchants. Do I look like a tracksuit merchant to you? Exactly. What's the point of having backroom staff if you don't leave them to do almost everything? Oh, Tommy Wooster. He wants to play in Europe. He's had a little taste playing for England this year. And that's why Kadrich is there for defending as well. West Ham are drawing, so this could be enough to get us there. As things stand, we qualify for the Europa League in this match. I'm ever curious how Kadrich would play as a centre forward, a complete forward. No, because he plays so well as a deep lying forward. I don't really want him further forward. I like him as the link man. Anyone who watched Home last year will know how much I love a deep lying forward. It's probably my favourite attacking role. I love the way they drop so deep and link the play up. Look how deep he is, even there. He's way behind everybody else. Just constantly there as a link-up man. Juan Jose on steroids. He is. He's a 6'8" Juan Jose, and it's brilliant. Oh, what a header! Oh. Right, we've not got time for replays now. We've got 10 minutes of stream time left. We need to fit one more match in. No replays for you. Let's get Sandro on. Webby can get on as well. Come on, boys. Let's have another one. Let's get Sandro playing that role the way Kadrich does. I'd love to have two of them. Two interchangeable giants who can play the deep lying forward role. It's the sort of thing dreams are made of. Oh, I love the little diagonal passes. This team is a joy to watch. An absolute joy. Skip. We are just thumping teams for fun now. We've almost caught up with West Ham's goal difference. At the start of this winning run, we had -10 goal difference. We've not just gone on a winning run, we've gone on a dominant thumping people run. West Ham are 3-2 up, so we need the final game then. Watch it all be thrown away on the final day, and we'll end up finishing 8th. And it'll probably be for the best, because second season is hard enough as it is without having European football getting in the way. So it would probably end up being for the best if we lost on the last day. But we don't feel like losing. I don't even know who we're playing. Pat him on the head. Who are we playing on the last day? Blackburn, who've already knocked us out of the FA Cup, I think. Or did we knock them out? We played each other in the FA Cup. I think they beat us. So normally at this point, I say, well, there's no time for another match. We are obviously... By the way, how many goals did Wellington score against Coventry Alvis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wellington scored 9 goals in that friendly. I hadn't noticed that until now. I don't think I've ever seen anyone score 9 goals in a game before. Wellington's quite good as well. Boo. Leeds stealing our youth players now, I see. Who wants to go and play in the Championship when you could play in the Conference League? Silly boy. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, normally at this point, I would say don't have time for another game, but we are going to squeeze this game in. We will be leaving very abruptly afterwards so that you can all head over to YouTube and watch tour. I've just noticed Brewerton's been called up for the Wales squad. If he comes back to us in the summer of a Wales cap, that does change my opinion a little bit. If he's done enough at Bristol City this year to get international football, there might be a spot for him on my bench next year. We shall see. Right, come on then. One more game. Yep. Youth players. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Reminder as well, there's not going to be a Leamington stream now for like a week and a half. It'll be a week on Monday. We're back with Leamington again. I'm on holiday. There's no network game tomorrow. There might be a secret network game, a bonus network game appearing over the weekend. Your best bet is just to keep an eye on Twitter. If it happens, it'll be on Sunday. If it doesn't happen, then obviously there's no network game this week or next week because I'm on holiday. But we will be back to normal service from, I think it's like, is it the 13th, that Monday? Normal service resumes then. Yeah, we already knew about the 5-star potential goalkeeper. We already renamed him. Oh, come on. No. Oh. We can't let this position slip now. We just need to match West Ham's score. Fabio Guzman fancies the Conference League as well. West Ham are winning. At the moment, us drawing is enough. We just need to avoid defeat. Oh, FM will tease me. I know. I've played this game before. Oh, Kadrich with the header. What a man. Player of the season right there. He can do everything. Literally everything. And if it stays like this, we're going into Europe. And it's going to be sensational. The best thing is, I'm not even going to see what the transfer budget is until I get back from holiday. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to look. I'm going to spend 10 days not knowing how much money we've got to spend on that first Monday back. It's going to be a surprise that day. It's going to be glorious. Beefy! We're off on a European tour. Oh, this is beautiful. Budgets are the only thing I'm waiting for. You're so mean. Look, it's I'm an entertainer. You're gonna have to come back in 10 days now. I'm not gonna know either. I'm not keeping it from you. I'm just not gonna look yet. 3 minutes until tour at 4. I don't think we're going to be finished in time, but we'll obviously let the match play out. I'm not sure how big Beefy is. I don't think he's another big dominant monster. So I would have noticed. Why did Merthyr play that back? I mean, it's worked out right. He scored a goal. It was just a weird way to go about it. We don't even get time to watch the replay. West Ham missing out on the Conference League. They must be devastated. But we are doing this in style. Beefy's almost as big as Kadrich. Oh, he is 6'4". Okay. He's another big meaty boy. Well, there you go. We're just a team of giants, aren't we? I love our team of giants. It's almost as if big meaty men are the way to success in Football Manager. We have a 6'8" striker, a 6'6" and a 6'4" centre back, another 6'6" striker, a 6'4" attacking midfielder. You just need the big meaty boys. And we play the prettiest football in the Premier League with these team of giants. It's wonderful to be a part of. Are we expecting big budgets? Yeah, I'm expecting European qualification budgets. I want 80 million to spend. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I want it. I also want the ground to be expanded. We've got to play in Europe. We need a big ground for Europe. Yeah, the keeper's one of our shorter players, which is brilliant. Final change. Come on, Sandro. Let's get another meaty boy on. And just let this, let the clock run down, really. It's all we need at this point. And with all those big meaty boys, we've got Dolman, who's only 5'11", playing centre-back. Who, talent-wise, is probably our best player. Stream. Yeah, the stream is going to end abruptly. We've got 1 minute until tour at 4. I'll just confirm European qualification and then we're done. And you can all head over to YouTube and watch tour. Tactic should be called Meat Fest. Or Meat Feast. I prefer Meat Fest, I think. Oh, and there you go. A red card for Blackburn to finish the season off nicely. They've thugged our thugs. What a bunch of hooligans. Come on, Beefy. One more. Come on, ref. Let's have the final whistle now. We've got a tour episode to watch. Boom. We're in Europe. I'm pretty sure. I just want to see the confirmation that we're in Europe. Come on. Come on. It's 4 o'clock. Everyone's heading to YouTube. We need to see. We need the confirmation. Gimme, 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 gimme. Of course, we've got to save the game first. There's your confirmation. We finished 7th. And where is it? We don't actually have confirmation we're in Europe. Okay. I assume we are. I guess we need the FA Cup final to play first. So we'll find out in about 10 days. Thanks for watching, folks. Enjoy it all. Bye.